Thank you everyone for joining us for the celebration and the debut of Idaho Living, a new lifestyle show designed to showcase the people, the businesses, the lifestyle, food, all of Idaho. My name is Jonna Johnson. I'm so excited to be here with my co-host Rebecca Evans, and together we are on this new adventure with you, and I can't wait.
Thank you so much, and yes, welcome. Basically, Jonna and I have been friends for years, and we have had this crazy conversation talking about everything from coaching to parenting to recipes, especially yours, to food tips to events. I mean, anything chic and trendy. We've been trying to maintain business and chic and trendy at the same time. And so now we thought, what a great idea to invite you into our living room and us share these great ideas with you.
Chic and trendy, that's us, right?
I know, right?
I know.
So we're asking you, join us here every Friday at 11 on CBS.
Love it. And today, what a kickoff. It is Friday, August 1st. What a stark reminder that the summer is in our final weeks, and that's kind of crazy, isn't it?
You know what, for me, the summer is just beginning. I don't know about you, but I mean, I do have school on my mind because we have middle schoolers, and I have a teenager living with me who is shaving. I'm teaching my kid how to shave his face. This is crazy. And then I have another middle schooler who is ironing his t-shirt. So it's like all about appearances. This is really, it's kind of caught me off guard a little bit because I thought it was a girl thing, but I think it's a middle school thing. You know, are you kind of dealing with the same thing?
We are. We're doing the fashion. We're dealing with that, the hair flips. But what I am freaking out about are the girls that were coming to our doorstep and, you know, texting and things like that. So it's kind of fun, and I'm really excited for that. So with middle school, I am looking forward to that rite of passage, you know, with the lockers and changing classes and that new level of independence. So I think that we're really, really excited about that. So now you said you were just starting your summer. What do you mean?
I know. So I'm back in school full time. So for me, finals just ended last week. So it's like freedom. Yeah. So we're just starting summer, and there's still so much left of summer. I mean, it's August. There's still vacation time. There's still just so much left to do. I'm really excited about it.
So you're a single mom with 3 boys, going to school full time, balancing business. Do you drink a lot?
I drink a lot of coffee.
Well, you know, I know that you're going to school full time, and it's for some kind of poetic therapy something, right?
Poetic therapy, yeah. And really, I'm just taking pieces that I've already been teaching for years in my workshops, and I'm formalizing a degree. So it's been a great experience. But that's not the reason I'm back in school. I mean, it's a great opportunity, but I love to learn, and I'll probably be a student forever. But my main goal is I wanted to be a role model for my sons. And so to me, they're in karate full time, and so they're getting that self-regulation, they're getting discipline, they're getting, you know, conflict resolution. These are just so critical things as far as boys go, but that academic piece. So I thought, let me be an inspiration to my kids and have them really encouraged, regardless of their age, to get back in school. And you guys have been going full throttle too. So not to put you on the spot, but you've had some celebrations. And I know you celebrated 4 decades here on the planet. We've had Jonna with us 40 years.
Thank you for bringing that up on television.
Absolutely.
You know, and it was really pivotal because turning 40 this year, I thought I was having a little bit of a meltdown because I thought, wow, I am like going crazy and thinking about how much life I have left, and am I living with intention and purpose? So I'm really excited about our last segment of the show because we're going to be talking about that too. We also ended our hockey season with the junior Stillheads up in Canada. We packed up our RV and headed up there and experienced an amazing tournament up in Canada. And 2 coaches, not ours, 2 coaches got kicked out. Kids got kicked off the ice. A goal was overturned. I mean, it was crazy, but I know, especially for 11-year-olds. But you know what? We brought back the champions, and I can always be found in the stands. I've always got my coffee and my cowbell, and I'm the loudest mom in the stands.
That you loud? That's so surprising. So didn't you celebrate, now I don't know if you call this like a 15-year wedding anniversary, 15-year marriage, 15 years of connection. I mean,
I'm sorry, you don't know.
I don't know, I'm so sad. So what do you call this?
I did. Yeah. It was a wedding anniversary, 15 years of wedded bliss with the one and only Bradley Paul Johnson. So that was a really fun celebration this summer too. So it was fantastic.
You know what, and the celebration hasn't stopped because we're celebrating this great opportunity. I mean, this great offer to team up and be part of Idaho Living, which is
awesome.
So awesome.
It is awesome. And it's a really cool opportunity for us to connect with women just like you. You know, we're all struggling. We've all trying to balance that, you know, juggling all kinds of different things, being a mom and a wife and Little League and all those types of things. So I think it's going to be really awesome because on top of all that, we still want to be fashionable or know what's fashionable. We also want to be able to learn how to balance, and we're going to be doing that on the show.
Absolutely. And coming up after the break, we have Rejuve Med Spa. They're going to share with us the easiest way to look youthful without getting an invasive facelift.
And we've also got personal image consultant Ruth Romero. She's going to show us the top 5 things we must have in our closet to be fashionable.
And we'll be talking about the latest movie release and so much more.
As busy women, we want it all. And when we go shopping for clothes, it's not always about a budget or finding the time. It's really about knowing what looks best on us at our age and with our body shape. And that's why a lot of women hire personal image consultants. And so we are so excited that we have today with us Ruth Romero. She's a personal image consultant. She's also the author of Be the Rage at Any Age. And she is 80 years young. So welcome, Ruth.
Thank you. Wow. Wow.
Love it. We're so excited to have you here. And I know that you've said in the past, really fashion is about accepting the magnificent women that we are. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yes, because it starts off with, we all want to be fabulous. But I am a firm believer that it begins in front of your mirror and you taking great inventory of your beautiful body. Because I strongly believe that fashion and style is very personal and individual.
You know, I love that, Ruth. I mean, really, we do long to be fabulous as women at any age, and it is such a struggle because we're always comparing ourselves to ourselves. So that whole mirror thing, and really, what you're here to do, you're going to help us with the top 5 fabulous things that are going to help us be chic, fabulous, and classy, really. I mean, so let's talk about some of these things that you brought.
And practical.
And practical. Oh yeah, we are girls on a budget, yeah.
I selected this tunic and it's sheer, but I liked it because the style of it lends itself for covering our multitude. I have no qualms about saying any more about that. It is worn with a cami underneath. And I like it because it can be worn with all types of pants.
Yeah, and I tried this on. I mean, I had this with leggings and boots.
Yes, you did.
Remember?
There it is,
and
right there.
yeah, and
Love it.
you know what? It felt really good. I wouldn't think that this was my style, but I was like walking around and it was flowing behind me. I felt angelic. It was awesome. Yeah. And tell us a little bit about this handbag that you brought too. That goes along with
This is an old duffel bag style, but it continues to surface from time to time, and it's really popular this year. I like to pair this with black because it gives you a break from the regular black look.
Awesome, and we want to accessorize a little bit, right? And who knew that there were actual shapes of earrings that look better on you than others?
on your face shape, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is amazing. So we brought.
When you have a fullness of face, it's good to create a vertical line.
Okay.
And then with Rebecca here, she's great to go with a round style. If you notice, I'm wearing an oval because I also have a full face.
Okay, and I am dying to get to these shoes because I am the shoe queen. I love these. Tell us a little bit about these shoes.
This is a cage look. That's the style. It is really a built-in wedge, so it'll give you a lot of height.
I love it.
Can be worn with leggings. It can be worn with a slim pant. And you're good to go, whether it's early in the morning, dropping your kids off to school, you'll be a fashion diva.
All right, these are my favorite. I've been waiting to get to these.
I
So
know.
tell us, how do we pick the right pair of sunglasses for our face shape to look fab?
Well, Jana, you're wearing a classic style. That style has been in for a long time. They reduce in size, but this large frame is awesome on you.
Love it.
And what I like about those is you can if you don't have time to put on the makeup, put on your great glasses and strut your way to wherever you have to go.
Well, I absolutely love it. Now, you really know how to guide women through this. So when they call you and they want to schedule an appointment with you, you'll walk them through this process. RuthRomero.com. She'd be more than happy to work with you. Well, we do need a break, and when we come back, we're going to be sharing the latest with you about looking younger without the facelift. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Idaho Living. We are here at the Backstage Bistro at the Village in Meridian. And what we want to talk to you about next is what every woman is looking for cosmetically, whether it's trying to look younger, trying to get rid of wrinkles, or dealing with dark circles. We have with us today Stacy Driscoll and Wendy Adams from Rejuve Med Spa. Ladies, welcome. We are so excited to hear about the latest and greatest services.
Thank you so much for having us.
Absolutely. And you know, one of the things we talked about before we even started the show is that you guys offer this individualized program, and I think that is so critical because there's so many products that can be really confusing, not just what to buy, but what goes together and what you shouldn't do as well. So you guys kind of help ladies navigate that?
Yeah, and what we do, Rejuve Med Spa, we do free consultations. So we have people come in that are able to tell us what they're wanting to see, what results they're expecting, so that we can tell them what products and what services to have to be able to fulfill their needs.
Oh, that's fabulous.
Yeah.
What are the top concerns that women have when they come to you?
Oh gosh, especially this time of year, we get a lot of people with talking about pigmentation. Of course, lines, wrinkles.
I just want to look younger. You know, most everybody, it's not so much a question, it's just, how do I stop this? You know, I'm starting to see it, so.
And you had mentioned men as well as women, so it's not
men
just
and women,
ladies
absolutely.
Right, and well, you brought some products, you brought some services to talk about. So.
We have some great products at Rejuve. You know, we carry the Epionce line, the Glymed line, and a couple of others. And Epionce come out with the Intense Defense Serum, multivitamin, put on your skin. It's really fabulous.
This is Idaho homegrown,
yeah,
too,
Dr.
right?
Thornfield, homegrown this, not from his backyard, but yeah. it's a world-renowned product, so it's very good for age management, as well as from Glymed. We brought in one of our next favorites, which is the DNA Face and Neck Reset Cream. Really kind of tightening up the skin. Our DNA starts to shorten, get older, and this is really protecting and making the skin act younger. So.
Yeah.
Outside of products, though, if you're not, doing something in-house, we want to do something a little bit more aggressive. We have microneedling, we have chemical pills, and one of the things we want to talk today is the Venus Legacy.
Okay, and the whole needling thing sounds painful, but
it's not. It's neat. It's very cool.
Let's talk about this Venus Legacy, because this is really fascinating. I know, is this a body piece of equipment that
Venus Legacy is big in the news because a lot of the stars are doing it, and it is face, neck, body contouring, face and neck tightening. So it's very comfortable. So when you talked about the microneedling being a little uncomfortable, this is very comfortable. You almost fall asleep during the service. So no downtime.
So I think one of the biggest questions that everybody is wanting to ask you right now is, are these services affordable? Because we all want to have this done. So
compared to going under the knife, these services are definitely a great option. Time's going to be of the essence too. It's going to be a little bit more important to you perhaps, because I'm going to see you when we're doing like the Venus Legacy in a series, 6 to 8, maybe even 10 weeks, once a week, but it's affordable time. It's like 30 minutes of your day, and we have a great time during it.
So when we're talking budget, it's time budget. That's really
time budget
as well.
is absolutely critical. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But you'll enjoy it. So.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Yeah. If we could only pick one thing, what one piece of advice could you tell us?
Well, if you're going to pick one product, it would be sunblock. We can spend all the money we have on anti-aging creams, but if we're not protecting the skin, then that's kind of going to waste. So the biggest thing is to make sure you're protecting your skin, and then get into what type of anti-aging cream you're needing for your skin type.
Wonderful.
Oh, that is great advice. So if somebody needed to get a hold of you for that individual consultation, how would they do that?
They just need to call Rejuve Med Spa at 884-3800. We have a website, rejuve-medspa.com. You can even schedule online, request an appointment, and we'd love to have a free consultation and go over everything with you.
Oh, that's fabulous. Okay, well, we thank you so much for being here. And when we come back, we're going to be talking about the upcoming movie segment. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Idaho Living. We are here on our new set at the Backstage Bistro here at the Village in Meridian. It's absolutely gorgeous here. It's chic, it's trendy, and the best part is we just got these warm, delicious chocolate chip cookies just delivered to us.
I love it. Well, this is more than chic and trendy. I mean, this is an experience.
It is.
I don't know about you, but I tried the whole 3D movie thing. So the chairs were moving, the characters were coming out at the screen. I was like one of the cast. It was so awesome, totally interactive. And didn't you do the VIP 21 lounge, the whole romance?
We did.
How was that?
You don't get to 15 years of wedded bliss without some romantic date nights, right?
Okay, thanks.
And so we did do the VIP, had dinner delivered to us. It was so wonderful. We enjoyed the movie. The only thing that could have made it better is if we were watching a romance, but in my household, we tend to go with the adventurous superhero kind of theme. So I'm sure with 3 boys, you guys love the superheroes too?
I am so outnumbered. So it's all about adventure. But you know what I did was I started to kind of create a theme with my kids. So we look for good versus evil, dark versus light, and why are we voting for the, rooting on the evil villain at times? So we get those questions, but really anything superhero, anything Lego, and we're in. What about you guys? Is there like a theme in your...
It's always rough and tough, stinky and mean, fighting war, aliens. That's kind of the theme in our house.
Okay, well, you guys are going to love this week's movie feature then. It's Guardians of the Galaxy, and it airs today. And really, these guys don't even really look like superheroes. It's a surprising cast that has to come together. They have to team up, and they're going to fight this cosmic force of epic proportions. I mean, it's really what you and I do every day.
Bam, right?
So, hey, let's watch the clip.
All right.
I come from Earth, a planet of outlaws. My name is Peter Quill. There's one other name you might know me by. Star-Lord. Forget it. So here we are. A thief, 2 thugs, an assassin, and a maniac. But we're not gonna stand by as evil wipes out the galaxy.
Are you telling me the fate of 12 billion people is in the hands of these criminals?
Oh, yeah. I look around, you know what I see? Losers. But life's giving us a chance. To do what? Something good? Something bad? A bit of both.
Oh, what the hell? I don't got that long a lifespan anyway.
Might not be the best idea.
All right, so at first I thought the tall tree guy was a little bit creepy, and then I figured out it was Vin Diesel, and now I kind of think the tree's hot.
Guardians of the Galaxy, it airs nationwide today. Stay with us, we'll be right back.
Idaho Living is really about you living your best Idaho life, whether that's about business or cooking or celebrating family time. We want to celebrate you. So what we're looking for our viewers to do is post your pictures of you all around Idaho celebrating life. And we want to celebrate you by posting your pictures on our show each week. So in order to do that, we want to see your pictures. Make sure you hashtag Idaho Living KBOI, and you might be a guest on our show.
Well, and we both know it's way more fun to live your life when you're living it with a group of girlfriends and you're kind of sharing that experience. And each month, Jana and I are going to throw down a challenge. This month for August, it's all about health. And part of doing that is, yes, we're celebrating each other, we're going to support each other. Me and Jana are going to support each other, and we're going to support you, the viewers. But you have to be a little bit vulnerable, which means you have to take a risk and put your challenge out there, right?
Yeah.
And so, Jana, I think, we know our goals, but why don't you be vulnerable first? What do you think?
You always make me go first.
I know, you're brave.
Well, the great thing is turning 40, I wasn't quite feeling so fab in 40, so I've made some big lifestyle changes. And one of them I thought would really apply to a lot of you, because we know, working with women all over the country, a lot of us want to lose weight. And so my challenge for the month of August is going to be to lose 10 pounds. And so I want to take the challenge. I want you to take the challenge. So if you accept my lose 10 pound challenge in August, I want you to go ahead and post your pictures of your journey, whether you're at the gym, whether you're cooking healthy, whether you're celebrating a new dress size, and then go ahead and post your pictures on our Facebook page and hashtag Idaho Living KBOI.
That's awesome. You know what? That's a great goal too, because it's measurable and it's doable. So I love it. And I have a health goal as well. So Mine isn't, it's diet related, but I'm not a scale person. Yeah, I don't like the scales. So for me, it's more about energy. So I really want to have more energy, like from the middle of my day forward. It gets just so busy for me. And I don't want to eat all the bagels in my house. I don't want to drink 8 pots of coffee. I want to have more energy in a healthy way. So that's going to be my goal, is to have more energy. So if you want to join me in the challenge of having more energy, I'd love to hear your ideas. I'd love to have your support. So you're going to hashtag Energy Challenge at Idaho Living KBOI.
And I am so competitive that I think that I want to do both challenges.
You know what? That's not a bad idea. But whether you do Jonna's challenge or my challenge or both challenges, we know that there's going to be obstacles along the way. So, I mean, for me, I'm very systematic and I'm very structured. So whenever I start a new habit, I have to weave that into my routine. And that becomes my challenge or my obstacle. So what about you? What becomes your challenge when you're trying to achieve a new goal?
You know what? Excuses. I am the excuse queen. I can out-excuse anybody, so don't even try to up me on my excuses. So kind of like why I had 4 cookies the night before I was going to throw down the 10-pound challenge.
And what was your excuse?
My excuse was celebrating our new show and all of our upcoming new shows too.
You know what? That's the best excuse ever. I mean, and speaking of next shows, we have a great lineup for next week. We have Kim Peek coming on with Simply Organized to help you get organized, structured, and ready for the school season or ready for a new launch in your business. And we also have the Shriners Parade, and that's really exciting too because they've been around since 1922 and they're Pediatric Support Research Center, so I'm really excited about both those guests.
Plus, we're going to be updating you on living your best Idaho life because we're always going to be featuring you on our show in our final segment. So, for example, here's Katie, and she was out enjoying Idaho with her friend at Barclay Bay with beautiful water at a quiet location and just celebrating friendship.
And we also have Barry, who has been out there on scenic motorcycle rides. I mean, Idaho is one of the best places. We have long days, long seasons. So if you're a motorcyclist, Idaho is really the place to be.
And that is just the beginning, because in coming months, we're going to be featuring guests all over the place. We're also going to be having guests on our show talking about what matters most to you: balance, energy, aging, fashion,
Not
marriage.
aging, singlehood, budgets, and food. It's going to be great discovering Idaho with you.
It is. It's going to be absolutely amazing. We are thrilled that you're on this new journey with us. And until next week, we want you to hashtag away and celebrate Idaho Living.